Welcome, welcome. My name is Trish. Let's try and delve in and unveil some of the mysteries that's going on out there in the cosmos at the moment. So there's lots of weird things happening around us. So let's try and see if we can pull some kind of insights in to see what is really going on here in the world around us. So I'm going to be using my Neptune Moon deck today, as well as my Realm deck, to be looking at insights. Now, have you heard about the James Webb telescope? It's one of our best telescopes for recording activities going on out there, and it's apparently has captured an object heading towards, it wasn't actually heading towards Earth. It was an object that was recorded, and it then made a complete change of course and is now heading towards Earth. So we don't know how far away it is, but asteroids don't do that. They don't course correct. They don't change their courses in that way. So it's quite unusual. And this is all over media, social media at the moment. So is it a distraction? Is it a lie? Is it part of the blue beam hand that's being played by the elites? Or is there something really in this? Is this really happening? So I'm going to see what I can see in the cards, and I hope they play ball with me today. I hope that they can give me some kind of, I feel this is so important. So let's try and hopefully get some information out of these cards today. Okay, so I'm going to break the questions down and make them kind of simple so I'm not too confused here, because I think this is something that's way out there in comprehension, and it may be quite hard to understand or interpret what's going on here. So if I can kind of break these questions down, I might be able to get clearer answers. So first of all, I want to know, is this real or is it a distraction? Is this real or is this a distraction? Is there really an object heading towards Earth that course corrected and changed its direction to head towards Earth? So revealing the hidden, it is undercover, or they're keeping it as a covert. It's maybe a covert operation that they're trying to keep hidden from us. Different to what they're saying. So it says different dimension. So it could be a different dimension, but it's a little bit different than what we're being told. The way forward, it's into the future. So this is like when I said, is it going to happen now or is it towards the future? It's more towards the future. And it says humanitarian warrior. Let me just read what this card said. These are new cards I'm working with, so I don't know them all. Fighting for human rights. How amazing is that card? That is amazing. Okay, so this is what I was looking for in this deck. It can sometimes say lies or deception, thinking that this could be a distraction or a deception, meaning that they're going to play the blue beam cards. They have certain cards to play for different reasons, and it's mostly fear, for humanity to be in fear. So I thought maybe that's what's going on, but no deception cards have come out. Instead, they're saying that they're keeping this under wraps or covert. It's not quite the way it's been told or what we're hearing. Maybe that's leaked. Well, when they say that it was just an asteroid that they've sighted, that is different than what they're saying. So they're saying that it is a asteroid or some kind of object heading towards Earth. They didn't say that it was something that course corrected. This is what's going on in the mainstream. So whether that's come from a leak or something, I don't know where that information came from, but they're saying that they're keeping it covert. What it really is, they're hiding it. They're not revealing what it really is. They're keeping that covert. It's different to what they're saying, and what they're saying is it's an object that the telescope has picked up and it's heading towards Earth. They didn't tell us that it course corrected to head towards Earth. Now it's coming into the future. It's not right now. So that's what was one of my questions was, is it heading towards us now, or is it going to take some time to get here? It says this is the future and it's the way forward. So it can also be the way forward to help humanity on their way forward, because this is a humanitarian warrior, and it's got the interests of humans at their heart. So it's I'll read it again. It's a fight for human rights. And I think right now in the world, if you've got your eyes open, you can see that there is really no human rights, not for the average ordinary person. So there is maybe it's help. Now I'm one of these people that think, okay, we can't just rely on somebody else coming in to help us. It's like, but the cards here are saying that something is out there that is concerned about human rights. Because that was the other thing I was worried about, and I was going to ask, and I will ask, is, if it is something that's course corrected and heading towards, which I'll ask right now, if this is course corrected and heading towards Earth, what is its intention? Because I was concerned about, it could be like a harvest, it could be a bad intention, it could be just trying to stop the missiles and all the that could have caught their attention, and they're trying to prevent that. So there's so many different scenarios that it could be. So let's see if there is actually something heading towards us that has course corrected and heading towards us. What is their intentions to humans? So I had to clear up whether it's humans or the Earth, because it's very different. For humans, what is the intention for humans? The average human, not the elites or anyone that's doing all those bad things. The average kind of human. What's hard? Look at that. Survival. The survival of humans in these changing times. How amazing are these cards? They're just so amazing. And I'll read the bottoms of them. It says generations or civilizations. Changing civilizations or changing generations, and it's about surviving the upcoming changes. Heightened alertness and stress, survival mode. Amazing. Okay, so I'm going to ask my other deck, which is my realm deck, what they think about if there is really an object heading towards Earth that is capable of course correcting. So that implies there's consciousness of some sort. So, okay, this is, let me see if I can put that where you can read that. It says it's a different realm, and I think it came up, a dimensional card came up as well in the last reading. So something from a different dimension. This is coming from a different realm. Here it says that it's coming to remove any toxins or EMFs. So here it's coming to remove something, remove toxins or remove bad things from the Earth. You can see that's an Earth card, and the Earth is polluted, or the Earth is not being treated well, and here they're coming to remove that situation. Now then my second question was, what are their intentions towards humans, the average human? What is their intention towards humans? They're coming to reveal information or wisdom, perhaps related to the past or to Atlantis. So it's related to past information. Maybe they're connected to Atlantis, or they're connected to past civilizations. Here it's Hyperborean, so this is another past civilization. Again, changes in civilization. So in both decks of cards, one is saying they're coming to help humanity with the changes around civilization or around the generations, and here we're talking about two past civilizations that went through changes. So this is they have wisdom about that, so they're coming in with wisdom about past things or catastrophes or things that happened to those two civilizations, the Atlanteans and the Hyperboreans. So what happened to them? The Hyperboreans apparently had long lives. I'm not quite exactly sure what happened to them. Atlantis maybe sunk, the island sunk maybe with that one, or there was a great catastrophe around Atlantis. But they're saying there's some kind of, okay, let's be clear on this. On my interpretation, I'm going to read from both sets of cards again. Are we headed for a change in civilization? Are we headed for changes around civilization? This is vibration, it's the realm, because this is my realm deck, so it's the realm of waves. So particles and waves, so waves, not particles. We're talking about changes in waves by malefic beings with bad intentions, are trying to change, make changes. This is giving me CERN energy, how particle accelerator energy, like portals, changing the vibration, trying to change the energy in some way. So this here is saying somebody with bad intentions is trying to change something around our realm, and it's speeding it up, it's speeding things up. So that makes me feel like time. So that's a dimension. So, and I'm talking that way because I'm reading Realm deck. We're talking, this is also a rabbit. So it's a rabbit hole, definitely a rabbit hole. But I'm feeling here, the question was, is there going to be changes to civilization, because it came up in those two spreads? They're trying to make changes to the vibration, or they're trying to speed up something, speed up the process, or speed up the vibration around in a bad way. Pulling further away from my question, that's why they're not coming up. So it's the flow with the times, it's just rhythm and cycles. So yes, I feel like the earth does, and even civilization goes in rhythms and flows. So yeah, there is something coming up with a change in cycle coming up around, and that could possibly affect the civilization. But it looks like we've got beings coming in that have been through past changes like that, so they have the experience. Now I want to get back to basics here, back to this energy of the hub. Moon. Isn't that interesting that we've got a moon, mini moon coming in? Maybe it's captured the mini moon, because I did want to do a reading on that as well, but I think I might do that separately. So we've also got gravity, or a force. It's like some kind of force or gravitational pull, which would make sense with that one. So it's that makes sense. So it's the mini moon that's been pulled into our orbit by our gravity force, or our force field that's pulled it in. So that's really interesting. But I did want to read that separately, that one there as well. It says yes. Transition or shift, so shifted out of its current orbit. Okay, can you tell me what else has the joke picked up, please? What does it capture? Has it captured life, other life forms? Color effect. We've got is covering things up. They're using the Mandela effect to cover things up, keep it hidden. Here we've got rising up, leveling up, or higher realms. Okay, so I feel like to prevent the population from rising up over things that they're hearing about what's coming towards us or what's going to be happening, they try to keep things hidden by using the Mandela effect, trying to change the timeline in some way. Anunnaki is an old civilization. Okay, I'm going to ask the other deck. Stellar gateways. It says time to make a leap forward when it comes to that other civilizations, or that there is actually a stellar gateway that's been uncovered. Warrior, it says this is the innocent people, the humans, as I've been talking about. Temporal nexus, present timeline. It also makes, okay, this makes me feel like the Mandela effect. Temporal nexus is kind of like time travel, but it's kind of like changing times up and messing up people's understanding of what's really going on, or what happened, or why do I remember it differently to other people. So that's what's going on here. The average person is seeing things in a messed up way, as far as them remembering it incorrectly, and this is a Mandela effect that's playing out. I don't think there's a Mandela card in this deck, it's in the other deck, but it did come out as well. Scribe, you need to write things down, need to record these things. Record the things that they're showing us now that have been happening, write those things down. Battles for dominance, and seeking guidance around the fights that's going on for dominance of Earth. Seeking some kind of guidance. Okay, I feel like I'm straying with this reading, so I might just pull any other question that you want to talk about and then move on to the next one. Okay, anything else that you want to say about the object that apparently course corrected? This is the Mercury card. It says important messages coming. We must listen and we must hear. Divine connection, divine self-connection. Trust the guidance. Trust what we're hearing here. Great reset. Manipulation of DNA or healing DNA. Healing what's been done to our DNA. Interesting. Okay, let's read. Okay, so I'm going to end this one here because I want to look at the mini moon, and then I want to see if the cards want to carry on from what they were talking about with the outside influences that affect our bodies. But I'll finish this reading here, so hope you enjoyed that one. Thank you for watching.